Big ups to all my good men from the 301, the 202, DC, Maryland area. Shout outs to y'all, man. Big ups to the man Jarret Hurd, B Marshall Boxing, back at it with another prediction video. Yo, so this is a fight between Jarret Hurd, the IBF champ at junior middleweight, versus former what was he, WBA champ, junior middleweight. You know what I mean? Austin Trout. Now, Jarret Hurd's a good guy, man. I met Jarret Hurd at King Darius Austin's fight. I said King Darius Irvin, my bad. King Darius, big ups to King Darius, you know what I mean? I met Jarret Hurd there, you know what I mean? He's a good dude. He wasn't as big as I thought he would be in real life, you know what I mean? But he's a good dude, man, you know what I'm saying? I watched his brother fight out there, it was a good card, you know what I mean? You check it, so a little local joint, out there for Washington, Maryland. But Jarret Hurd, I told him, man, you're going to be a champion soon, you know what I mean? And, we rooting for you. And he's a dude, man, as a man, you know what I mean? If the fellas from my area, I'm going to ride with you till the wheels fall off, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was Shambe Mitchell, whether it was William Joppy, who fellas ain't really rate too much. Hey, man, I was always behind these guys, and I'm going to always be behind these guys, even if they take that L, you know what I mean? Keith Holmes, all the fellas from the 202, 301, you know what I mean? Gary Russell, you check it. Only one guy I might be critical of is Dusty Hernandez Harrison, but you already know why I could be critical about him, and you should be too if you know anything about his career. But let's get into it, man. Now, a lot of people writing off Jarret Hurd, man. A lot of people don't even rate his skill set. Yeah, okay. Keep sleeping on son, you know what I mean? He got that DC, Maryland pedigree, body shot attack, come forward. He reminds me of a less seasoned, what's his name? What's the guy from DC? What's our guy named? Lamont Peterson, But Jarret Hurd is a guy who comes forward, you know what I'm saying? A pressure fighter, a guy who will take two to give one. He don't give a fuck as long as he gets to you, you know what I mean? Austin Trout is a good boxer, Austin Trout has had some good boxing exhibitions, what he did to Miguel Cotto. I didn't see that coming. That was basically, you know what I mean, his greatest achievement as a pro, you know what I mean? He had big fights with Cannoli, a close fight, you know what I mean? Arguably, he won that fight. I always said, I had that fight a draw, but the knockdown was the difference. That's why I gave it to Cannoli, but I wouldn't be mad at you if you had it for Austin Trout, you know what I mean? Austin Trout fought one of my favorite fighters, Erislandy Lara. Erislandy Lara showed levels to this, And I think Austin Trout's a good fighter, but I do think, he's been out the ring for a while. In my opinion, he's getting a second straight title shot. And I did have him beating Jamal Charlo 7-5, you know what I mean? Could have been a draw, could have gone for Jamal Charlo, excuse me. Could have gone his way like it did 7-5 on the judges' scorecards. But I thought Austin Trout won the fight, and he had a really good showcase, Now, this young, hungry guy by the name of Jarret Hurd, man. Jarret Hurd is the kind of guy, man. He's resilient, The guy is a resilient fighter, you know what I mean? He don't show or showcase the skill set like a guy like Austin Trout, But in my opinion, I love boxer punchers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Jarret Hurd's a boxer puncher, but I'm not even going to sit here and say that a boxer beats a brawler every single time. You know what I mean? No, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Coming off a cold, man. Weather changing. But, I think Austin Trout, he got a good chance to win this fight, man. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a tough fight to call, you know what I'm saying? But I do think, man, Austin Trout right now, if he wins this fight, he'll really surprise me, you know what I mean? He will really surprise me. Damn, fam, I gotta get off the jack, man. I might be getting a call. Fuck it, I'm gonna call him back, man. The post office calling me, man. They got a package for me that they lost, and they gotta get on top of it. I'm gonna call him right back. Let me finish doing this vid. So, Austin Trout, in my opinion, he's a guy who can box, you know what I mean, a southpaw, but he don't got that much pop, you know what I'm saying? But I do think this guy, Jarret Hurd, his beatings come from accumulations, you know what I mean? I don't think he's a one-punch knockout artist, But if the guy, Jarret Hurd, if he tries to box, he ain't gonna try box, man. He's gonna be coming forward, man, stepping on the front foot, making this guy. He's gonna put the pressure on the man, Austin Trout, and it's gonna be up to Austin Trout to keep Jarret Hurd off of him. You know what I mean? You check it. Can Jarret Hurd get knocked out by Austin Trout? I don't see it happening. Can he hurt him? I'm not too sure, because in my opinion, this guy landed clean flush punches on the Jermell Charlo kid, but Jermell Charlo ate them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why some people, I could see why the judges favored Jermell Charlo when he fought Austin Trout, because Jermell Charlo did land a harder, more telling, more clean and effective punches. You know what I'm saying? Austin Trout, I don't think he got popped like that, and I think this young, hungry dude is willing to defend his title, you know what I mean? Jarret Hurd, and I think Jarret Hurd's going to walk through the man, Austin Trout's punches. He's going to step on the front foot. He's going to go to the body. He's going to make the man Austin Trout shield up in the later rounds, almost sort of like what happened with the man Tony Harrison. And I see the man Jarret Hurd possibly stopping Austin Trout late, or winning a close unanimous decision, you know what I mean? You check it, or maybe a split decision. I see Austin Trout doing well in the first early rounds, man. He probably might win the first 5 or 6 rounds, the first half of the fight. But I see Jarret Hurd on the front foot, coming forward, head on Austin Trout's chest, throwing them body shots, you know what I mean? Uppercuts, and just throwing all type of punches from close proximity, you know what I mean? And I think Austin Trout is going to be trying to be on the back foot, trying to get up out of there, trying to defend himself. And I think eventually he'll get caught with something that, he's going to probably fold up, you know what I mean? That's just how I see it. A 50-50 fight, Jarret Hurd's best opponent as of yet. But I do believe in this kid, you know what I mean? A lot of people was faking on him, Especially that fight with Tony Harrison, man. I still kept the faith. He was down 7-zip on my card. Round 8 and 9 were his. And you know what happened in round 9. I got Jarret Hurd winning this fight, defending his IBF strap. Hopefully he'll have a hometown fight at the MGM National Harbor, man, after he gets this title defense out the way. Fuck it, man. Do that unification with a guy like who's out there? Cotto ain't coming out here. He got a WBO 154. Erslandy Lara will probably fight this guy only in the Brooklyn Barclays Center, because he ain't gonna fight the man in the MGM National Harbor in Jarret Hurd's hometown. You know what I mean? So I just think that maybe he could have a voluntary title defense. You know what I'm saying? At the MGM National Harbor, but against a good opponent like Austin Trout. B Marsh Boxer, leave your thoughts and comments. I got Jarret Hurd winning this fight by a close split decision, or maybe a late round stoppage. B Marsh Boxing, I'm gone.